watch the Wynn Network, you'll enjoy. It's your choice. Watch the Wynn Network, it's your choice. We got options you can bet first. On demand, once you're free, if you're blessed, splurge. $5.99, show your girl, you'll impress her. Fun for the whole fam, inspiration meets entertainment. On unlimited phones and other devices, it's your choice. Watch the Wynn Network, you'll enjoy. It's your choice.
Thank you again for tuning in. I am Dr. John Wynn, and we want to empower you. This is the segment we take time out to give you some information, some insight about yourself. I want you to take advantage of this. Get a pen, write somebody or text or tell somebody about some things. We're going to talk to you for a few minutes. And the power, and we're going to talk about the power of knowing your identity. What is identity? Identity is the condition of being oneself or itself and not another. I was driving years ago in California, and a car commercial came in and said that perception is not always reality. There's so many people that are living false perception of themselves via internet, via Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, becoming other people or being something that you're not. There was a psychological thing that they did a study on, that people became either more aggressive or had an altered ego on social mediums than they did in person. That when you met them and their identity was known in person, they were kind, they were friendly, but when they got behind the mask of social media or different means, they became this aggressive person, a bully. And we realized that people didn't know who they were. They just became irate or aggressive during this time. So the first thing I want to ask you is, how do you visualize yourself? When you look at the mirror, how do you see yourself? What do you see? Now, I'm not talking about the wrinkles. I'm not talking about getting older and say, oh, I need a facelift. I need this, I need that. But what do you see on the inside of yourself? You with your friends, who are you? Who is the person you've become? After school, many times I've seen people that I went to high school with, man, when they were in high school, they were great, they were popular, they were successful, or around the same friends, they become introverted and diminish in popularity and diminish in what they do, more than what you do. Who are you? How do you identify yourself? Well, we're going to look at that. Is your image of yourself deceptive? Do you believe in who you are, or are you allowing your image or your deceptiveness of others to cause you to be something that you're not? Well, you give a man some money and then all of a sudden he's cocky. If money makes you change, then you are money. You don't know who you are. Money should not make you change. Money should make you more of what you are. If you're great, it should make you greater. If you have the ability to create, you should be able to create more, not go the opposite. Money shouldn't make you feel that you are this great man. And then, because if I take the money from you, if I take the things from you, who are you then? So your identity is your core essence of who you are. When you're by yourself, that's who you are. When you what you tell yourself every day, every night, that's who you are. Now, let's look at identity from the perspective of, what can I do to better myself? So when you look at yourself and you realize that I am kind of lacking in my ability, or I haven't developed my skill set, that's why I want you to be with me in these empowerment segments and the Dr. John Wynn Live, because I want to make you better. I want to help get some books or information in your hand that would make you better. I remember years ago I was at a friend's house and they said, if you want to hide something from an African American, put it in a book, because we lack the ability or the patience or the discipline to dive into a book. So many people now, I thank God for the internet. I thank God for Google. I thank God for YouTube. I thank God for different entities like that. But when you allow that to be your university, YouTube University, Google University, and you define who you are and what other people's work is based on a video that somebody picked up and talked, but never really did the study or the research, and diminish a belief system that's been around for 2,000 years, and because you heard a few videos and somebody's disgruntlement, you take that identity on your own and start getting irate and angry and mad and start being belittling everything that people have worked hard for. I say now we are part of the, I don't know if you watch Star Trek, but if you watch Star Trek, The Next Generation, back in the 80s, you'll find out a lot of things that we're practicing, including these new vaccines and a lot of things about the cells and the Borg. You find ourselves being like a Borg, the collective. We're part of the collective because we're allowing things to identify us based on being what everybody else is. And if we step outside of the core, or we step outside of the Borg or the collective, then something's wrong with us. The reason why we feel that way, because we don't know and we have lost our true essence. But what are you doing to better yourself every day? What do you do? What are you reading? What are you studying? How are you preparing? Are you giving 100% of yourself to yourself, about yourself? Not just taking selfies, not just looking good, not just taking pictures, but are you giving yourself 3 to 5 things a day that you're working towards bettering yourself, bettering your goals, your vision, your dreams that God has placed in you? What are you doing to better yourself every day? Nowadays, kids want to ask questions, and well, how you do that? How you do that? I could tell you how to do things, but if you don't know that you're called to a thing, then what I share with you and give you could possibly kill you if you're not ready for it, because of the things and the emotional distress that sometimes you go through trying to get to the next level, the hard rigor, the focus, the things that you have to prepare to focus your attention and your mind to get to the next level. Because then that's the next thing. What is your passion? Are you called to it? Or are you just doing something because you saw other people do? Who are you? That's the question. How do you empower you? How do you develop you? I went through many hours of school, education, training, development to help me see who I am, to better who I am, what God has placed in me. If you're going to go to the next level, you got to take knowledge and information and put it towards you and better you, and then to ask God for his will to be done through you. So listen, I want you to write these things down. Now, if you have any questions, you'll be able to write and send a chat or what is it called? Email or what do you call that in the bottom of the, what do you call it, Angel? Comment. Thank you. Comment and say, hey, listen, I want to know how I can get information. Again, we have some great speakers today, great entrepreneurs and business women that we want to bring to you. And I think you're going to enjoy the information with all this new money. Somebody say new money, with all this new money out that they have circulated in the economy, what to do with it. There's one book that I've read years ago. They said, if you don't have the right mindset in your mind when it comes to money, no matter how much money you make, you may have $1 million, but if your thermostat in your mind when it comes to money is $500, it'd be a week or two before you're back to $500, no matter what amount of money you have. So, but this is going to be for the business person, the person in business that's trying to get to the next level. And we're going to come back after this next segment with Amy Bayani. We'll be back after this. How's that, Angel? That's your step.